between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans.
A monster 2016 for Mike Evans. His Buccaneers didn't make the playoffs, but it wasn't because of his production. Led the league in targets and was in the top 5 in many other receiving categories. What a big-time year for him.
Now, 4th in yards, 2nd in touchdowns, just outside of the top 5, 6th in catches. So he's going to be a handful for teams in the future. I mean, he's got a long career ahead of him.
A long career ahead of him, and look for him to increase his yards after catch.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The first carry now for Doug Martin. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, Martin. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of 1 yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 3rd down, it's Doug Martin. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more important, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Here's Winston. Surveying the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Fourth down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's second down. Here's the lineup and a big boy in the backfield, Tolbert.
It's real easy to look at him and immediately picture a bowling ball scattering pins. That's exactly what Mike Tolbert does.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10, Newton again. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Kelvin Benjamin, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 89 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So the ball switches back over to Tampa Bay, and as they get set in place on offense, Charles. Talk about the running game and the O-line, where they stack up going in next year, because Doug Martin was only active for 8 games this last season. Rushing total dropped down to 400 yards, basically.
Yeah, they were fortunate they picked up Jaquiz Rodgers during the year, and he gave them some nice games throughout, but I start with the offensive line. They've got some good building blocks. Left tackle Donovan Smith, guard Ali Marpet. Great places to begin. I think they'll continue to try and fortify that offensive line because that will help whoever becomes their primary ball carrier.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle to Evans. A gain of 6 there on first.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Jameis on second down. They'll hit Jackson, complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Watch right, watch right, watch right. Let's get this. Ready, ready. 56, right, 56, right there, 56. Easy.
Jameis now on first down. A dump off to Sims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Winston now from the 50. And his throw here's incomplete. And it'll bring up third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A first down throw for Winston. And this is caught by Evans. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A second down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And it's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Again, it's Winston. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver's taught that.
So the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. It's the Wildcat with Stewart. The give to Whitaker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a large yardage possibility?
Greg Olsen was the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They will go for it. Now looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and 10. Newton again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Again, Newton. And that's incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. Now 4th down. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the right hash, this from 33. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And a catch right side by Evans. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To the air again with Winston. That's caught at the 1. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Winston sneaking it, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston taking it in. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle just starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now Newton on first down. Man open left side is Brown. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the numbers down a bit from their Super Bowl year this season for Jonathan Stewart. Did have some injuries. He finished with 824 yards, 9 touchdowns, though. Good in that department.
When it's around the goal line, run through trash, as we like to say. That's part of the reason he accumulates the injuries that he does, because he runs inside a lot. He takes on those linebackers. But they're going to work on Jonathan Stewart in the offseason, get him healthy, and have him back ready to go for next season.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, it's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes with people trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
20. Jack, ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a first down throw for Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Throwing again is Newton. He'll hit Whitaker in the flag. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Fozzie Whitaker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A great run that time by Stewart. 48 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. After the run, Newton going to throw. And that is incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kelvin Benjamin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he puts it through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Winston now, bringing it in, Jackson left side. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Winston now to throw on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. A first down throw for Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Cecil Shorts that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Winston. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Russell Shepard from 13 yards out. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Aguayo on for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down following the run.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Eddie! Set. Check out. Eddie!
On second down, here's Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know... that other quarterbacks get, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, it's Newton. It's brought in right side by Ginn. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Back to the ground now with Stewart. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, they run with Stewart. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
A second down throw for Winston. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A first down throw for Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
First down, Winston. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To the air again with Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Now they got to get to the 23 here on third. On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy, because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now they're in the hurry-up. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Shaq Thompson in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and goal, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up in a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Newton on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 89 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They start the drive with Martin. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Jameis on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. Here's Stewart, direct snap. And some space here. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yet again, here's a Wildcat look.
Let's go. 190.
They find some open field here. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll be a Carolina first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing here, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.